What's up, guys? Welcome back to Max Mocs. Today we're building the Punisher's hideout from Daredevil Born Again and kind of making it a little bit more comic-y in there. We're going to put some crazy, interesting details, but starting off, we're going to have these blue lockers here with lock combinations on them. I thought this was a cool detail, kind of like he's hanging out in like the power station below New York, Hell's Kitchen, possibly. I'm not really sure where this is. It's just some sort of hideout, basically. And of course, he's got like a bookcase full of like boxes and a camera and some like footage, some like tapes, of course. So I thought this looked very cool in the show, and I'm just so excited for Punisher showing up, guys, and him donning the suit, possibly. I hope so. I hope we get some sort of Daredevil Punisher team up, but of course there's some leaked images. I'm not going to talk about that, though. I'm not going to spoil the show for you guys, of course, but yeah, I thought it was funny that there's a bench press in the background, so I thought that was a hilarious detail that Frank's just working out. He's just getting ripped, of course. And it's John Bernthal. He's such a cool actor. He's so awesome. You got to have a broom there because it looked kind of like a janitor's closet as well. But, there was a punching bag as well. Frank's just training. I love it. I love to see it. The conversations they had here was crazy. I thought this was the best part of the show so far, with Frank talking to Daredevil about, don't you hear the voices, the people telling you to like keep it going, like basically saying like, hey, Foggy's telling you to keep going, Same with like Frank and his kids being killed and his wife. Pretty crazy. You have to have this awesome gun rack that you can kind of see in the background as well. It's just like crazy amount of weapons, of course, because of course it's the Punisher. He's insane. He's got tons of weaponry. He's ex-military, of course. You got Spider-Man pictures. You've got a picture of Nelson and Murdoch. You've got all these newspaper clippings. You did see these in the background. I'm also using some of the Riddler clippings that are in the Batcave as well, just to kind of amplify this, make this look like it's a kind of like a conspiracy theorist wall, basically. I just thought this was hilarious detail as well. The wall was just covered in newspaper clippings. Also, to make this a little bit more comic-y, we're going to add the Punisher suit in here as well. I thought that would be a cool little detail because I think he is going to don it in the show later on. But yeah, pretty iconic, of course. You got to have some coffee and some knives on a table here, of course, as well, because, Frank needs his cup of joe, but also he's going to be using knives as well. He uses any weapons, of course. And you got a table where he's working on a gun as well with a magnifying glass and some binoculars, because he does do his own reconnaissance as well, and even a bucket full of tools, a little chair that he sits on actually in the show, and then also finally a table with a computer and some handcuffs as well, because he does his research as well. I don't think he has Micro at this point, Micro being the guy who plays the new Thing in the Fantastic Four, so I don't think he's showing up. You got some bottles strewn throughout, and then of course a coffee cup and a little tiny book. So yeah, guys, this is so exciting. I can't believe this happened in the show. Like, I just can't believe Punisher's back. You got to have a Matt Murdock minifigure with the red sunglasses from Hawkeye's face, and then a black suit from Lex Luthor. Then you got to have a bearded Punisher with a black t-shirt and of course a hatchet there, and he's using Zod's face from the CMF wave, and then the black hair is from Paul Atreides in the Dune set. So yeah, guys, this is so cool. I thought this scene was iconic, so I had to build it. I know it's not crazy popular, but I think the Punisher himself is super popular with Daredevil and everything. I just don't know, people aren't talking about the show. I think it's really good so far. It's been really fun to dive back into the world of Daredevil, but it's also taking place in the MCU, so that's kind of refreshing and nice, guys. But let me know, guys, did you enjoy this build? Here he is being pressed up against the locker just like in the show. Pretty crazy scene. Like, geez Louise, how terrifying is that to be pushed up by the Punisher with a hatchet. But yeah, guys, this was so fun to build. I really enjoyed this mock. Go watch the show because it's been pretty epic. In the courtroom, the action's been okay. I'm really anticipating some good action hopefully tonight with episode 5 and 6, guys. But make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to go check out my other Daredevil Born Again videos. See you later, guys. Bye.